Hey guys, I forgot to do this video in December, which I should have done. So since I forgot, I'm going to do it now. This is what I watched in 2020. So without further ado, let's begin. This is definitely not a documentary to forget about because it really dives into the psychology and personality and backstory of one of the most infamous American people, probably of all time. Somehow I found great interest in knowing about this person and just finding out what he was like and just like the backstory of it, I just found really interesting. It's what I want documentaries to actually be in the future, so I give it a solid 9 out of 10. A bit of a warning, you have to keep your mind like pretty active in this. There's lots going on, you have to think kind of business like, but if you can do that, and I understand if you can't, it's pretty enjoyable. I'm not sure what you'd classify, but yeah, moving on. Next, I watched Death to 2020, a hilarious mockumentary featuring celebrities talking about 2020. It brought everything I needed. You can watch it on Netflix. It's just fantastic. Really a good way to finish off the year, and I recommend it. Then I watched the superior animation giant that is Spirited Away. Before this, I actually never really heard of Hayao Miyazaki. His style is so fluid and beautiful, the animation is crisp, it knows where it wants to go, it never gets too boring, the characters are creative, the story is creative, it just feels like a fresh breath of air that you don't really get much. It is a perfect film. Then I watched the interesting Around the World in 80 Days from 2004, featuring Jackie Chan. Okay, I know that sounds silly, and this film isn't good, but it's not bad. Not a fantastic film, but I don't think it needs to be. It's just really understand the celebrity cameos were a bit strange. And I watched Wes Anderson's fantastic Mr. Fox. If you want to hear a bit more about why I think this film is great, watch Carsten Ronquist's video on it. He's a great YouTuber, gives great advice. This is a film that really love stop motion animation. Really kind of relaxing, weekend movie. You can find enjoyment. It's so great. It's truly fantastic. Then I watched Pixar's Soul, which is probably one of the most creative and inspiring stories that Pixar has ever told. Animation on this is just so fluid and amazing, and I like jazz, and I feel like this is a really good film for that. I don't know what else to say about it. You've probably heard tons of people gush about it. I'm one of those people too. It's just visually stimulating. Then I watched Clouds, the saddest film I've ever seen. If you've got Disney Plus and have not watched this yet, what are you doing? It's great. It's more than great. This is like a masterpiece. Sorry, I'm going a bit too much, but it's about a 18 I think it's 18-year old kid called Zach Zobiak, and he is a musician, but he finds out he has a rare form of cancer, and he uses his last few months to live, to entertain people and just make people happy. But this film transcends that. This is such the music in this film, fantastic. It's inspiring. It's super sad. I did not cry though. I did not cry. Um, which is weird because I say it's the saddest, but I'll probably cry when I watch it again. I'm gonna watch it probably maybe today. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. But it's so beautiful, and